Bag surgery time. The 724 Project 13. As they say on the ACO stream, the 724 Bagger Co. Project 13. Cool looking bag. Feels. Oh, these were sent to us to have a fill swap. So this fill is going into these Neptunes, and the Neptune fill is going to go into these. That's what the customer wanted. So I said, yeah, sure, send them over. I'll do the bag surgery on them too, as well as the fill swap. And this fill feels crunchy, and it feels like the NOLA bag swamp water that we did, but not as sharp and edgy. It still feels like it has a little more movement to it, but it has that grip feel. This carpet side, nice small weave. Looks a lot like a Reynolds, to be honest. Looks a lot like a Reynolds. It looks a lot like a Reynolds. And while we're in here, we're going to take a closer look at the fabric. This is one of the most common fabrics in Cornhole. Reba. Nice single closing stitch. Good distance. This one's pretty used. But the guy who sent me these bags, I think he takes pretty good care of his bags. Because the ones he sent me for repair, those Cat 3s, and then he also sent me a 2021 BG Viking. That thing is in like pristine shape when the closing stitch is coming out. So this is what a good used bag. It's not overused, but it's got use. It still feels good. Well, let's see what they weigh. Bag number 1, 1 pound, 400. Oh, I don't want to say grams yet. Oh, just over a pound. 0.1, and 0.1. So this should say 0.3. Okay, 0.4. They all average out to the 0.1. Looking at 5.79. Good. Let's get in there. Let's see what we got here. No way. That's it? Well, it sure doesn't feel like that, Phil. That's interesting. It feels like something a lot rougher, but these are still pretty smooth from being worn in. Let's take a close. Let's get in there. All right, there we go. Oh, okay. This might be the actual face of the fabric, and he used maybe the backs. I don't know. This is neat stuff, though. Whatever it is, it's pretty cool. I think it feels good. Here's the fill. Yeah, underwhelming. It's all single pellet. This is nice and buffed out from use. Of course, you'll see it close up right now. Boom, there you go. Single pellet fill, RZ3 fill, nicely buffed. That's it. Change lenses just to show you this close up of a single pellet fill. Again, paying for a single pellet fill, guys. Looking at the stitching here, nicely done. Got the line drawn on with the ink pen, right on that line, right where he wants to be. Pretty short stitches. I'm not going to measure them, but you can see that they're pretty short. Right here at the opening, like his closing stitch goes well past the opening of the bag, so I didn't want to start cutting into the wrong threads again. But this fabric's pretty cool. I think I know what it is, but I only think I know what it is. Yeah, you know what? Nah, I'm not sure. Well, if I do, I don't know the name of this color. I'd have to look at the sample book. Let's get some measurements here. 6.265. The opening. He does smaller ones. Come on. Pretty hard to flip. 1.8, 1.75, and the closing stitch well past it at 3 inches. Cool. Single stitch. Single stitch. Right on that line too. Nice job. Nice job, especially going right on that line. All right, 724, Project 13. What do we think? What do we think? I think it's a mid-speed bag. I think actually this is the same speed as this. At least this might be a 5, but I know this is a 6-speed. So it's definitely a mid-speed bag, single pellet fill. Really, I know they're hard to get. They shouldn't be that hard to get because single stitch, good opening, good close. I say they shouldn't be that hard to get because, like, the pellets, they aren't that hard to get. Fabrics, they are not that hard to get. Sewing machine, not hard to get. Sublimation, yeah, kind of hard to get. And this design, very graffiti. Seems like there's a graffiti war going on out here in the no stamp bag world. It's a graffiti war. Who can do the most graffiti and the most crazy graffiti everywhere? But this looks pretty good. It's not too much. It's just at the edge of being too much. If any more stuff, it'd be too much. So this is right on the line. Single pellet fill. Not bad. It's a little thin. This one's been used pretty much. And I'm only showing the one bag because I took the other 3 apart. Because remember, the customer wanted a fill swap. This nice, broken in, buffed out RZ3 fill. That's what I'm calling it from now on. If you go to the RZ3 video, we got a link in the description where you can buy that same exact pellet. There you go. Project 13. 2 graffiti covered 2 spray paint